The streets of New York City buzzed with their usual vibrancy, honking taxis, hurried pedestrians, and the hum of street vendors. Among the city's chaotic rhythm, a moment of quiet grace unfolded as Barron Trump and his mother, Melania Trump, stepped out of their car. Barron, now 17, had grown into an impressive young man, standing tall with a calm demeanor that exuded both confidence and humility. Despite the relentless public scrutiny his family endured, Barron had managed to stay largely out of the spotlight. But on this particular day, he was thrust into a moment that would test his composure and leave a lasting impression on everyone present. The Trumps were heading to a charity gala, an event Melania had been championing for years. It was dedicated to providing resources and opportunities for underprivileged children, an issue close to her heart. Barron, dressed sharply in a tailored navy suit, walked beside his mother, his steps measured and purposeful. Melania, as poised as ever, radiated elegance, her signature smile a beacon of warmth amidst the evening's chill. As they approached the venue, a small crowd gathered outside, some hoping for a glimpse of the Trumps, others there for a different reason altogether. Among the onlookers was a group of vocal protesters, their signs raised high, emblazoned with slogans criticizing the Trump family. While such displays had become a familiar backdrop to their public appearances, this time, one individual stood out, a liberal journalist known for his sharp critiques and polarizing commentary on social media. Spotting Barron and Melania, the journalist saw an opportunity to make a statement. He stepped forward, his voice cutting through the ambient noise. "Barron," he called out, a smirk playing on his lips. "What's it like growing up with a silver spoon in your mouth while others struggle to put food on the table?" The crowd hushed, the energy shifting as all eyes turned toward the young Trump. The air grew heavy with anticipation, cameras flashing as smartphones emerged to capture the unfolding drama. The journalist's words hung in the air, a deliberate provocation aimed at eliciting a reaction. Barron paused mid-step, his tall frame seeming to grow even taller as he straightened. For a brief moment, his blue eyes scanned the crowd, landing on the journalist with an intensity that silenced even the murmurs of onlookers. Melania placed a steady hand on her son's arm, her expression calm but watchful. Barron, however, needed no guidance. With a deep breath, he stepped forward, his voice cutting through the silence with a calm yet commanding presence. "Is mocking a teenager your idea of journalism?" he asked, his tone measured and unflinching. His words carried a weight that belied his age, each syllable striking with precision. The crowd reacted audibly, a mix of gasps and murmurs rippling through the gathered spectators. The journalist, caught off guard, faltered slightly, his smirk fading. But Barron wasn't finished. "I've been taught that words have power," he continued, his gaze unwavering. "And it seems you've chosen to use yours to belittle rather than uplift. That's your choice. But tonight, my mother and I are here to support children who don't have the privileges I was born into. That's my choice." A stunned silence enveloped the crowd. Even those who had come to protest seemed taken aback by the young Trump's composure. The journalist shifted uncomfortably, his earlier bravado now replaced with visible unease. Melania stepped forward then, her voice soft but resolute. "My son has more dignity at 17 than many adults I've encountered," she said, her accent adding a melodic sharpness to her words. "Perhaps it's time we all consider the example we set for the next generation." Her words landed with an impact that reverberated through the crowd. The journalist opened his mouth as if to retort, but seemed at a loss. The cameras continued to flash, capturing not a family under attack, but a moment of quiet strength and resilience. Barron, sensing the moment had passed, turned his attention back to the event. "Let's not allow negativity to overshadow the purpose of tonight," he said, addressing the crowd with a firmness that commanded respect. "There are children who need our help. That's what matters most." Applause broke out, hesitant at first, but quickly swelling into a wave of support. The crowd's energy transformed, the earlier tension replaced with admiration for the young man who had handled the situation with such grace. Inside the venue, the atmosphere was markedly different. The warmth and purpose of the event enveloped attendees, many of whom were still buzzing about what had transpired outside. Barron and Melania moved through the room, engaging with guests and sharing their passion for the cause. Barron's earlier words had left a lasting impression, and numerous attendees approached him to commend his maturity and eloquence. Meanwhile, the journalist remained outside, his expression contemplative. Perhaps, in that quiet moment, he began to reflect on the impact of his actions. The incident quickly gained traction online, with videos of Barron's response going viral. Headlines praised his poise and wisdom, while social media users lauded him as a role model for his generation. For Barron, however, it was never about the attention. Later, when asked about the incident, he said simply, "I just did what I felt was right. Respect and kindness should never go out of style." The story didn't end there. The viral moment sparked widespread discussions about the power of words and the importance of empathy, particularly in an age where public figures often face harsh scrutiny. Barron's actions served as a powerful reminder that dignity and grace can prevail even in the face of adversity. As the event concluded and the Trumps prepared to leave, the same crowd that had once been divided now seemed united, inspired by what they had witnessed. Barron and Melania stepped into their car, the young Trump glancing out the window at the city skyline. His face remained calm, but his actions had spoken volumes, a quiet testament to his character and the values instilled in him. This story is more than just an account of a public confrontation. It's a lesson in the importance of respect, the impact of our words, and the strength it takes to rise above negativity. Barron Trump, a teenager under intense public scrutiny, demonstrated a level of maturity and composure that many adults could aspire to. If this story moved you, take a moment to reflect on how you use your words and actions to influence those around you. Share this story to remind others of the power of kindness and respect. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire and uplift.